It's Cassie Oberg from Sealands Grove, Pennsylvania. Today we are going to have some fun with this cute luggage punch. I have to tell you, when I saw this come out as a promo, I was over the moon excited because I love to travel. It is something that my family does together, and my daughter has made an entire career out of it. She is in the Foreign Service going all over. So anyway, I was super excited that this luggage punch came out. So I'm going to just show you some fun little things that I did to make some borders. There are lots of things that you can do. And if you missed out on this promotion, make sure that you get with your advisor because she may be having a promo with any extras she might have gathered. So you don't want to miss this if the promo at Creative Memories is over, but I am sure that there are advisors out there that will help you. Okay, so I am just going to show you some fun things you can do. So exit solo, and we're going to bring this tag up. I wanted to do this before they went away, but did not get a chance. So here's the fun that you can do. So this is the luggage punch, and it does this really cute border. And I'm going to show you how I got these different looks. So there's a number of different things that you can do. So let's start with just this nice and simple one right here. So I put this piece of paper over top of my silicone mat because, as I've told you guys before, in case you've missed it, you do not want to punch right on a silicone mat because it will cling to it, and you'll have to rinse it off with warm water and go again. So dry it off and then, get going again. So it's just much easier to put something over it so that you don't have that static cling going on. So all I'm doing is punching with the punch, and I started it right here at the black line. And the reason that that's important is because we want to do, for this first one, we want to do a little bit of an overlap. And in order to do that, we're just going to take, and I'm going to take the beige, and we're just going to start it a little bit off from this one. So black line's there, and I'm going to take, and I'm going to put it about 1/8 of an inch out. And we're going to just go across. And it's so super cute. And then when we get to the end, I normally feed it back through from the other side, and I'll show you what I mean here in a second. So normally what I would do is I would take this part over here and I would put it back in and finish it off. But in all honesty, it's such a little bit that I didn't bother doing that. Microtip scissors would be better for this, but I don't think I bought any over next to me, which was silly. I was using them all across the room. Silly goose me. But you just want to pull that off. Microtip scissor, it would be better. Okay. So then you're just going to take it and you're going to layer them, and they're going to layer nice and easy because you did it. You're not even going to have to off-kilter it. It's just going to be a perfect 12-inch. So we're going to go like this. And place it down, and it's just going to go to the same edge, but it will be a little bit off because we started it slightly, 1/8 of an inch different distance. Why is it that when you're on camera, things want to not go down? There we go. So I'm going to start at the edge. Hello, Gina. Thank you so much for joining me. I was so excited the other day. I had my first person who I didn't know reach out to me and say that she was a YouTube fan. And I have to tell you what, I told everybody all day long. It felt so good. Okay, so you're going to go across like that. And then these pieces that punched out, we're going to come across and just real super, super easy. We're going to put them into their spots. And there's a little bit of a backing there because we did it off kilter a little bit. So you're just going to have to put it in there and go. If you're putting it onto a page, it'll be even easier. Oh, I want to do this on my silicone mat, not on my paper. Silly me. Okay. So what's really nice is if you are doing this right onto your page, then it'll stick down even better. But because we off-kiltered it just that little bit, see how nice and easy they're sticking on there? And we're just going to come across, and you're just going to put opposites in each one because we did both the different colors, and we can just come across. And so this is just one way that we can do it. I'm going to show you a couple of ways because that's how excited I am about this luggage punch. I'll tell you what, I did backflips when it came out. I was that happy because this is just a huge part of my life, and a huge part of my family's life is getting out and traveling, going new places, meeting people all over the world. So anybody else like that? Anybody else like to get out there and just experience new cultures? So much fun. Okay, so you're just going to find all your extra little pieces and you're going to put them in here. And I will move on to my next sample because I'm going to do Travel is Life. I agree, Spring. I agree. Okay, so I'm going to show you two other examples. And you know I like to keep my YouTube videos pretty reasonable so that you can learn a lot, but you're not stuck here all night. I always feel weird just talking to myself. So this is what we did, and see how easy it was, and it came together so nicely. Okay, so then the next thing that we're going to do is this one. This is probably my favorite. Super, super fun. And we are going to, again, punch two of them. And we're going to, again, do it just a tiny, tiny bit off kilter. So let's go over how to do that. And this time we're going to put our light one in front. In fact, I'll put this on the screen so you can see it. Was anybody else excited that there was Fast-to-Fab paper that came with this? I'll tell you what, Fast-to-Fab for me is the only way to go. I can build right on it. It goes fast and easy. I can still make it pretty and make it my own. Hello, Sandy. You're looking forward to your luggage too? Awesome. Yes, it's super, super fun and super simple. Okay. You know, and the sample that I didn't show that I'll just talk about while I'm doing this, we're gonna off kilter it again like we did last time. So the other thing that we can do is we can cut all these little luggages apart. So it's like we're going to have little tiny luggage embellishments to use on pages for the rest of our lives now, instead of having to find luggage in the sticker packs. Isn't that exciting? I was super excited about that too. So lots to be excited about. I'm going to see if this one will let me feed it in. I gave it a little bit more space on this one. So what I do is when I have extra, because I'm trying to do it off kilter a little, is I come back, I line it up on the opposite side, and see, look, I gave it that little punch. Okay, I'm going to move those out of the way. Actually, I'm going to move all of this out of the way. And now we're going to talk about this one a little bit, because this was fun. I had a lot of fun with this. Okay, so look, I foam squared this one. So all I did was I took this, and then I took the little tiny foam squares. Now let's just make sure this is going to line up how I want it to before I get started. And it is, so that's a happy thing. And then I just came down and I stuck foam squares in spots where they fit. See how there's like some thicker areas on here? So not every spot. Oh, it does look a little bit like buildings, Kathy. It does. So we're just going to come down and in all the little fat spots. And Kathy, I know you're gonna want to use this luggage punch too, because you love travel almost as much as I do. You're probably like, more than you do, Cassie. And I'm like, no, I love it more. No. Okay. There we go. And now we're just going to add it on here. And we can line it all the way up to the edge, just like we did on the last one, because we did it when we punched. And so it's just going to tape down with the foam squares. And it would help if I got it straight. Okay, that should do it. You know, you should just take your time and do it right the first time. Not like me, who like tries to do it fast and then says, oh, I should slow down. And then all I did was, this bundle came with these extra stickers. Now, unfortunately, I'm only going to be able to do this one a couple of times, this idea a couple of times, because it only came with this many stickers. But what I did to make it so that I could do it more is that I only did it every third one, right? I just did every third. So I'm going to pick a different spot to start this time so that I'm not using the exact same number of punches, so that I can maximize my use out of these stickers, right? So I'm going to take this tall one and I'm just going to poke my little piece out of there and then grab this guy, and I try to move him to the edge there, and then I'm just going to line him up. And then I'm going to count 1, 2. So now I need this little squatty guy. Bring him in. So you're only going to be able to do this with 2 borders to go across the page, because that's how many stickers are in here. But here's the thing, girls. We are all going to email Creative Memories at productsuggestions@creativememories.com. Okay, so I'm going to use my powers for good here. Creative Memories at productsuggestions.com, and we're going to tell them that we love the Luggage Punch and we would like some more of these stickers. Like if they just made a few sheets of these stickers in a pack, oh, that would make me so happy. So if you could help me on this mission, that would be super helpful. I think they look like water bottles. You're right, Sandy. They do look a little bit like, there's a lot of things. We could probably turn these into something else, but I'm not there yet. Like sometimes I look at things and I want to turn it into something else right away. But on this, I'm so excited about luggage that I just want to keep it luggage. But yes, making other things is fun. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I need another squatty guy. See, this is going to use up all my stickers. So send that email now, guys. Send that email now. They do listen to that. If we tell them things enough, they are so good about making things happen. And that just brings me great joy. So, okay, last one. Okay, so that's the second way. But look, that's it. I can only do 2 like that. So don't forget to send that email. So those are super cute, and I'm going to use that on a double page spread. And then the last thing I'm going to show you is quick and easy and simple, like almost everything I do. I like quick and easy and simple. So we're going to take, and again, now I will use other colors as I do my scrapbook pages. I promise you, I will not stick with all brown and beige luggage. I will try some other colors, but right now I'm using the beige and the brown to just show you the different looks so that you can just get a feel for how similar and how different they are. And then we can move on to other colors on our own, right? Because that's a pretty simple thing. Everybody knows you can bunch things in other colors. But that's the other thing I'm excited about. We can cut this apart in all the different colors for our luggage. I mean, that makes me crazy happy. Okay, so now we're just going to do it with this one. And again, I'm just bringing it 1/8 of an inch difference. That's it. So not a lot, but it just makes it so that it'll still line up and I don't have to snip any across the page, and you get that look across the whole page instead of the very end needing to be cut off, and then it's not going all the way to the edge. That's all I'm doing. Okay, bring this back. I don't know if that's enough or if it's going to get caught. Let me see. Yep, it's enough. We can do it. We can do it. Super exciting. So there we go. Little tiny punch. Okay. So now, get this out of our way. See, look, it's clinging because I got a few pieces on there. So now I've got some cling-ons. Okay. So what did I put on top on this one? Oh yeah, I put this on top because the technique only works with the light color on top. So the light color needs to be on top for this final thing we're going to talk about. We're going to put it down. Go to the edge just like we've been doing. It's already got its little off kilter, so it gives it that shadow. Okay, so then here's all I did for this one. This one does require putting it down on a page. So I'm just going to go with the other side of this Fast to Fab page because I will use this as a double page spread in my next travel album. Still waiting for my daughter to tell me where her first big assignment will be so that I know where I'm going next in the world, right? Because it's going to be wherever she is. That's a fact. Okay, so I'm going to put this down. And then this is the fun part. We're just going to take these extra little pieces, just like we did before, except for this time we're going to take this side of the pen with the thick, and we're going to take this. And this is something that requires a tiny, tiny bit of patience, but not a lot. And you're going to angle it so that it's facing in that way into the paper. And that way you're getting the ink on top. If you accidentally smudge a little bit, it's really not that big of a deal. Still going to look super cute. But we're just darkening these edges. And then, going to flip it to the side that's not inked. And then we're going to add it onto our luggage. And you know what? I just thought of this. This is exciting. I love it having thoughts right in the middle of doing something. Okay, so the next one, I'll show you my thought. So we're going to do this. Go around. And you know what's really fun is there are so many colors of pens too. So many colors of cardstock, so many colors of pens. We're going to be able to make all kinds of fun luggage. In fact, I think I'm going to buy my next luggage based on the Creative Memories cardstock colors, just so that my albums will be cuter. I'm such a dork. Okay, so here we go. Look, you can also do the edges and pop it out. Ha! Love it. So I hope you love it too. I like that even better. So this is not popped. This is popped. So you can decide which way you like it. I'll be honest that I went through a time period in my life where I didn't pop a lot of things out because I felt like it made my album thicker. But now I have a tendency to pop some things because it's just so cute. And I just put a couple less pages in my album. And that works for me. So it's really personal preference. There's no wrong. Okay, so we're going to add this. Oh goodness, I'm past the bewitching time. The horses are out there whinnying because I have not closed the gates so they can get across the driveway. Sorry guys, I'm on YouTube. You'll have to wait. Okay, so we'll just do one more and then I'll go take care of those poor horsies. They're so funny. And I'll go see if my baby deers are out. So I have these twin deers that have been hanging out in my yard. They're so adorable. And mama comes and they actually get pretty close to me because I talk to them and their little ears perk up. And I think they've realized I'm a friend. So they get pretty close and we have whole conversations. Okay. Yep, definitely like the popped better. Thanks for helping me work through that, guys. Okay, so that's it. That's all you have to do. I hope everybody had a really fun day, and I hope that you learned something. And thank you, Kathleen, for reaching out and telling me that you found me on YouTube. That made me feel pretty good. So thank you so much. Whoa, I smudged that one a little bit. See, look, it doesn't matter. Still cute. See, I'll hold it up close so you can see. So I smudged it just a little tiny bit. Don't know if you guys can see that. And it's still going to be adorable. So really, scrapbooking, there aren't very many mistakes because you can always make it work. Oh, look, we're almost done with this one. I'm going to come back and pull this one up. And I'm going to pop it, and then I'm going to show you these two next to each other. And you can decide which style you like better. Okay. And this is fun because guess what? We won't run out of stickers. But don't forget to email Creative Memories and let them know that we want more of the luggage stickers. We want just these. We want a whole pack of just a whole bunch of these, a whole bunch. Because then we can make this border more. And I love that border. So, okay. So here it is popped. And here it is not popped. And I like it better popped. So, okay. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you had fun and have a great evening.